Hey guys, so this is another speed drawing video, and this time it is of Yuno Gasai from the anime Future Diary. I originally did this piece as a double meme with someone on Instagram, and she picked out this character. And yeah, just as a heads up, in my videos in the future, I'm probably not going to be showing my sketching process too often, just because it takes me a long time and it's a very messy process, and I just don't like showing it because there are times, like, I think you'll see where I have to erase the entire picture and start over because I sized it wrong or something, or like some proportion is off, like the head is larger than the body or something like that. And so I'd rather just show you guys the line art and the coloring because that's the interesting part in the first place. I have seen this anime before. I basically binged watched it, which meant I watched it in about 2 to 3 days, and I really enjoyed it, except for the character Yuno and Yuki. Now, I know Yuno is a lot of people's favorite character, and I can understand that, but I just really do not like her at all. It's just that she's so annoying and she doesn't have common sense and she's a stalker, and by the time they revealed her whole backstory, I had already hated her enough to the point where I just did not even care. And then Yuki, she I don't know, she just gets into his head and turns him crazy with all these things, and there was like a point where I would just like, okay, these are the worst protagonists in an anime I have ever seen. Like, they're just so unlikable. By this point, you're probably wondering, oh, if you hate them so much, why are you drawing a picture of Yuno? And to be honest, Yuno's a character I wanted to draw for a while, even though I don't like her. I do like her character design, and that's a reason why I will draw a lot of characters. Not even if I like the character themselves, but if I like their design and how their style is and how they look, I'll draw them because they look interesting and it's something I want to try. And so Yuno was one of those characters where it's like, okay, well, I like how you look, so I guess I'll just draw you for fun. And then once someone asked me to do a double meme with them and they suggested Yuno, I decided, well, I guess why not? It gives me an excuse to draw her, because my excuse for not drawing her has always been because I don't like the character. And so now I had a really good excuse to draw her. I realized that I've mentioned this double meme thing a couple of times by now, and you're probably wondering what that is, since basically you probably won't know what it is unless you have an art account on Instagram. Basically, it's two people will draw the same character in the same pose, and just that's about it. It's just like a thing that you do to collaborate with other artists, and so yeah, it was fun. So just to talk about this picture a little bit, I'm actually really happy with the way it turned out. I messed around with her pose for a little bit just because getting the hand on the phone, getting that to look right was a little hard for me. And also her arm on the side, I wasn't sure if I wanted to her arm sort of lay across her back. But I tried that out while I was sketching and I just didn't like how it looked out. So this is the normal pose it was supposed to be, and I just ended up sticking to that. I actually put off coloring this for a while just because a few days after I had sketched this, I ordered a 72 pack of Prismacolor Pencils. I've been using a 24 pack for a while now, and I wanted to get some new colors. And I wanted to wait until those came in before I colored in this picture, but I ended up not doing that just because this video was originally supposed to go up last week, the week my Rize cosplay went up, or cosplay bound. And the reason it didn't go up last week was because I actually didn't plan on filming those cosplay bounds yet, but since I did and I had it, I wanted to ask my Instagram to vote which video they would rather see, and the Rize cosplay won, so that one went up last week instead of this one. And so that's the reason I rushed through it. But the pencils did come in by the time I did the background, even though the background I actually didn't end up liking that much in the first place. I'll talk about it more when it's that point in the video. But yeah, I still think it turned out good with the colors that I had, and I'm overall really happy about how Yuno herself turned out. let's see here. I've already talked about the anime Future Diary itself a little bit, and I don't want to get too much into that because I don't want to get into spoilers or anything, but it's a really good anime and I highly suggest you watch it. It's 24 episodes, so it's not that long. If you want to binge watch it like me, it'll only take you a couple of days. But even though I really did not like both protagonists of it, I still really enjoyed it because the storyline was really good and I absolutely loved all of the other characters. I loved their 4 friends, especially the character 9. I don't remember her actual name, but she's a number 9 in the show. She's one of my favorites. And I actually drew a picture of her and she's on my Instagram too. So yeah, it's a really good anime, really good plotline, really good characters, other than these guys. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now it's getting into me coloring the background part, which didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. So the original thing that I wanted to happen was to sort of have a gradient, like light gray to black happening. But that didn't turn out nearly as well as I wanted it to because the colors I was using just did not blend as well together as I would have liked. And so in the end it just basically looks like 3 chunks of colors right next to each other, and I really wish it would have blended together better so it was more of a gradient, because I really like doing gradient backgrounds, but I still haven't gotten like the hang of actually doing them right yet. And that's just something I'm gonna keep working on. This also used up, since it's a background, quite a bit of like my pencils, and this is when I got my new pencils, and I'm like, I could spend more time blending these out, but it's just like, I just didn't want to really. And so I just left it the way it is. I think the picture does overall look better with the background, but it just didn't turn out as well as I would have liked it to. So I am coming to the end of the video now. Remember to like, comment, and favorite if you like it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my art videos in the future. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!